Hello everyone, welcome back to Nuzat Ma'am Ki online classes. Till now we have covered designing simple e-commerce websites, Cool Plaza, and writing JavaScript code to get the user-friendly message that display product detail with price, quantity and total amount that's stored in cookie variable. And I hope you know a cookie is a variable that is stored on the user computer and it is used to track and save your preference in your browser. To create an access cookie, we need to use document object. Today, in this video lecture, we will cover some theoretical concept and will focus on billing part. Billing page that display total of all the items selected along with the total amount to be paid in a tabular format. Without wasting time, we will proceed to create a bill page. Here I will open Composer and here I need to add one more line, that is window.location. Here I want to redirect from this page, index page, to bill page that I will create it now. Here I will write window.location. It is used to get that page equal to bill.html. And I will create this file, new, just save as, give page title like billing page. Here to write bill rather than writing bill.html. Otherwise, it will consider bill.html.html. In window.location, you are writing bill.html only. So both are different. So you don't have to write .html here and directly save the file. It is already an HTML file only. And now I will create one button here that will show the bill. You can say submit button. And here I can give any name. Right now I am giving SBT and value show bill, like that I am writing. You can write anything. And in advanced edit, in JavaScript event, on click I will select. Here you can write return on bill. Right now I am writing this function. Last time I got query, okay ma'am, it is compulsory to write return keyword. It is not compulsory. You can remove it also because function always return value either true or false. Better to write it. Here I am showing without writing. Still I will get output. Before closing head section, we have to write our JavaScript code. So here I will open the script tag and hereby I will close it. We always begin JavaScript coding with function and our function name is onBill. We will write function name onBill and then curly bracket. Function onBill. You have to put round bracket. It is compulsory. Then curly bracket. We are going to write block of statement inside this curly bracket. And here I want to write one heading. And to write heading, I need to go for h1 tag. And writing heading is optional, but I will show you that also. Remember, whenever we want to embed or add HTML tag in JavaScript file, we need to use document object and write method. And that tag should be enclosed in double quotation mark. I will show you document dot write, and this is the method, so round bracket, and in double quote you have to write HTML tag h1. Then billing page I will give as my contain, and then I will close again this heading tag. I have to close it again. I will start my table. We need tables to show bill, so we have to use table tag using again document object and write method. Whenever you want to write any HTML tag in JavaScript, we have to use document dot write. Document dot write and here table. Even I will give border. Minimum is 1. 0 means it will not show any border. So I will close it here. And JavaScript statement end with semicolon. Don't forget it. Put semicolon at the end of statement. Even I will close this table tag. I will write the code between this tag. Now remember few tag of table that we are going to use, that is tr for table row, th for table heading, and td for table data. Again I repeat, when you want to give any row in table, then you have to go for tr. When you want to give any heading in table, then th. And when you want to write any data, that is td. Firstly, I will write the code for first row, that show heading. Document dot write tr. Here I have to begin this row and I will end this row. Semicolon even I will put. And th. Here first I will show description. Try to open it in Internet Explorer. Here I will browse my file. It is on desktop. Here I will open index file. You have to allow block contain. We'll select this thing that we have done in last lecture. First it is showing product name, then it is showing price, then quantity, and then total. Go in this sequence only. So here I am writing description, and then I will write price, th only, and then quantity, and then total. Here we will click on OK button and we will click on show bill. It will show heading only right now. Yes, we can see heading. Now we will move further. Here I am buying many items. I am adding multiple items in my cart and I want to show row by row each item. So I need to use array here. How to use it? Here declare array we need variable, and in JavaScript variable is declared as var. Any name you can give. Right now I am giving arr for array is equal to new a capital again new array. This way you have to write array. And then I am writing value of the array. That value I will get from cookie. Document dot cookie, that I am redirecting from index.html to build.html. Here I will split it by colon and I will check the output even. Alert array, it will show all the item. From index page I need to do, and hereby I will add few items and I will click on it now. 2 bag I am adding right now, and here I am clicking on show bill. So you are getting here bag 1 as well as bag 2 in document.cookie.split by semicolon. Here we will proceed. Now we have to split it by comma, and in one string we have multiple things like description, price, quantity, total. So what we need to do? We have to use for loop for each and every item. We don't have to write code again and again. So we will use for loop. Again variable, you can give any name. Right now I am giving I equal to 1. That is my loop name. I equal to 1. I is less than array dot length. If I will select 3 items, then for loop will run twice like that. I plus plus. We have to increment the loop even. That is the syntax of for loop. First we have to do initialization, then we have to test the condition, and at last we have to do increment part. And then here I will write variable data equal to array of I. Don't forget to write array of I. Each and every element we need to access it. Dot split. You are separating it with comma. Here also I have to put comma. Whatever you are writing in description, price, that all you are writing with comma separator. and I will print it. Document dot write tr again, closing tr. Even I will put the double quotation mark. Here I will write td for table data and td close. This way I have to do. Here this variable name we don't have to put in double quotation mark, that I told you earlier also. This HTML tag we have to put in double quotation mark, but this variable we don't have to put, right? Between that we will put our variable like data of 0. First element, that is description, data of 0. Then we have to copy this thing, Control C, put it inside the tr tag, Control V. Here for data 1, that is price, data 2, that is quantity, and last one is data 3. Here we are starting with 0, so last element is 3, right? Data of 0 is description, data of 1 is price, data of 2 is quantity, and data of 3 is total. If you are passing quantity first, then data of 1 will be quantity. If you are passing the price in the third position, then this data of 2 will be price. It is up to you what you are passing in cookie value. Here I will check the output. I had done coding for this 3 item only. Yes, all 3 items done. I am getting this thing. Now I want to show the total of this price, total of this quantity, and grand total. How to do that? Here I will use variable like, you can write anywhere but don't write in for loop. Variable price total. You can give any name, initialize it with 0, and then quantity total equal to 0 and grand total equal to 0. In for loop only, what I have to write? Here we will write price total, that is our variable name, and then we have to write parse float to convert data into number. For price we need to take data of 1 because data of 0 is description. Here you have to put plus sign also, because right now you can see here we have multiples row. We have to add all this together. So here we will put plus. Same thing you have to do for quantity total. QTY total. Don't change the variable name. And here data of 2, and last data of 3, that is total. Here we have to change the name even. We can do calculation in for loop, but we will print it after the for loop. We don't want to print the same thing again and again. If I am selecting 4 items, 4 times I will get output. I don't want that thing. Here I will type document dot write tr again, open, and tr close. Here again td and my variable name. In description I am writing simple text as grand totals or something. If you don't want to write anything, leave this field empty. It is up to you. And then in second td I am writing my variable name, but I had to close this string and then I had to write my variable name price total td close. Here you have to put plus sign and double quote will go here with HTML tag. Quantity total and last grand total. Here again I will copy. My variable name is grand total. Don't change the name. That thing also I will check it out. Here you can get total even. Here I have not written anything, you can write it. So this thing get over here. This way you have to create build page. Now we will see theoretical concept, that is publishing a website. To publish a website means to transfer the web page like index.html and buildpage.html and the images that we were using for school bag, lunchbox and other school related item, and style sheet, that is CSS file related to the site, to a web server from user may access it from worldwide. In short, web pages you are transferring. With web pages, you have to transfer your image as well as style sheet file to a web server. And that process of publishing a website is also known as uploading. To upload the website, we need an account on the web server. And that free space on the web server, we get it from ISP. ISP offer limited free space on the web server. Many other web hosts also provide limited free space to the user to upload the website, and that free space provided for a limited time period. Now we will see this thing practically even. You have to go to file menu and then publish. As you will click on file publish, you will get a dialog box publish page. And here you can see two tabs, that is publish and setting. Here we will see setting tab in publish page dialog box. You can see three things: site name, website information and publishing server. Here we will see it one by one. Site name. Here you will get a text box to enter the name of the website like School Plaza, right? This name is only used for internal purpose by composer to refer to the website. Then we have website information. In HTTP address of your home page, you have to specify the actual web address or URL of the website like http schoolplaza.org. Then we will see publishing server. Publishing server details are provided by the ISP or the web host. ISP we know, that is Internet Service Provider, that provides free space to upload our site on web server, or the web host that also can provide free space. FTP, that is the important term, file transfer protocol, that is the mean by which we can transfer the web pages from our computer to the web host. Whatever file you have in your local machine, you want to upload it to the server, you need one protocol, that is FTP protocol, that will transfer your file to the server. You should know the username and password for that. This thing is clear to you right now. FTP file transfer protocol to transfer the web page from our computer to the web host. Then we will see publish tab. Here one by one we will cover all the thing. Here site name. Here you have to select from drop down menu. If it is not selected, to enter the page title, it is referred to the title of the page. Right? Whatever you have given in page title, that property you will get here. File name. It provides a file name like index.html here. Now important term is site subdirectory for this page. Some hosting provide require to keep the web page in a separate directory like public_html. In bold, that can be a question. The name of the subdirectory is to keep our web page in a separate directory, that is public_html. And here you have to keep this box checked to upload images and other file along with your index file. Here you have to specify the directory for the image. Generally, keep the images in a same folder, in the same directory. Then you have to click on publish button. Then it will open the publish dialog box. Here like that it will show. And it will upload all the file. Right now we don't have internet connectivity. We don't want to publish it even. But I have shown the step how you have to do. And then you have to click on close button and you have to close it. This thing done. Public_.html, that is the separate directory to keep your web page. Now we will move further. Other open source web development tool. We are familiar with Composer, that is free open source web development IDE. IDE is Integrated Development Environment. Other open source web development tools that are available easily on the net and are used by web developers to develop websites are Aptana Studio. We will see three more things here. First one is Aptana Studio. Aptana Studio is a powerful open source IDE. IDE we know, that is Integrated Development Environment. for building web application. It provides language support for different languages like HTML, CSS, JavaScript, Ruby, Rails, PHP, Python, and many others. Currently, we are using Aptana Studio 2.0.5. It is also known as Aptana Studio 2 to develop web application using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. It can be easily downloaded from its website aptana.com. Remember aptana.com. Next is Blue Griffon. Blue Griffon is another free open source WYSIWYG. What you see is what you get. HTML editor. It can be easily downloaded from bluegriffon.org. It supports languages like English, Dutch, German, Chinese, and many more. Blue Griffon provides a very simple user interface so web developer without requiring in-depth technical knowledge can create attractive website. That can be a question. Which open source web development tool provides simple interface that does not require in-depth knowledge? That is Blue Griffon. And then we will see Amaya. Amaya is another free open source. What you see is what you get. Web editor developed by World Wide Web Consortium. It was initially started as an HTML or CSS editor and now grown into editor for many XML based systems. It can be easily downloaded from W3, that is worldwideweb.org, and in that Amaya. Here we have to revise few more points. I will repeat that thing. Aptana Studio is a powerful IDE and it supports different languages like HTML, CSS, JavaScript, Ruby, and many more. Latest version is Aptana Studio 2.0.5, or we can say that Aptana Studio 2. And you have to remember the link also, that is aptana.com, and for Composer, composer.net. And then Blue Griffon is another HTML editor. It can be downloaded from bluegriffon.org and it supports languages like English, Dutch, German, Chinese, and many more. It does not require in-depth technical knowledge. Still, you can create attractive web pages. And then last, Amaya, you have to remember, it is developed by W3C. Full form of IDE is Integrated Development Environment. ISP is Internet Service Provider. W3C, that we did now, World Wide Web Consortium. Here to insert a table, insert menu, table. To insert image, again insert menu, image. To give proper font or text color, that we did while designing School Plaza for product and category, that is format menu and text color. To insert horizontal line, insert menu, horizontal line. To link to other pages, again insert menu and link. Ctrl L is the shortcut key for link. To change title of a web page, format menu, page title and property, that also we did. To rename the page title of that water bottle and lunch box. Here chapter number 3 get over. If you have any query, then you can send mail. My email ID is given in description box. That is all for the day. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned in for the next video.